Hello friends, hope you're having a great weekend. Today we are going to do a pre-market analysis on gold. Before going to the session, you can go to the previous contents which we have posted on the past few weeks, maybe last week as well, and you can understand what we have discussed in the past weeks. Right now, I have a very fresh chart for you. For the past 1 week, I have been analyzing the chart for maybe hours. I can't say how many hours I sat in front of the chart to analyze what is going to happen next. And I have came to a conclusion where the market is currently in an indecision state right now. What is an indecision state? There are equal chances for the market to turn heavily bullish. At the same time, there are equal chances for the market to become heavily bearish as well. So this chart, I have combined the retail liquidity setups plus the smart money setups as well. So in this weekly time frame, as you know that the market has taken a huge sell from the range of 5,600 range, and it has come to the order block, weekly order block or a buy zone of 4,135. From here, market has been rising since March 23rd, and since April 13 we saw a huge rise. From there the market has taken a pullback right now. Now what is going to happen next in gold? I have marked all the weekly rejection zones, all the weekly support zones, and all the retail setups as well. If you ask me, in the weekly time frame, gold is bullish, no doubt at it, because it has tapped on the weekly order block and it has taken a support. Now it is taking a pullback. But when it is taking a pullback, while checking the retail liquidity part, I can see that there is a bullish flag which is forming over here. You know what is a bullish flag? But this bullish flag is a very positive thing. At the same time, we should keep that in mind. This is a weekly time frame and it will take some weeks for the market to work this out. If you are looking into the weekly time frame, the flag should work out like this. For example, market went for a high, then to a low, then to a high, took rejection, then again for a healthy correction, market should come to the weekly order block, then it should break all the resistance, then it should go up. This is the weekly corrections that I was mentioning about. If it is taking a correction like this, then we can we can see the market at 6,200 range or something like that, or even maybe more, 6,300 or something like that. And if we look into the daily time frame or the 4 hours time frame, currently market is standing at a support zone, which is a retail support zone plus a 4 hours order block. Now we'll have to think with our common sense that this tiny support plus this 4 hours OB, will this order block be sufficient to break this huge rejection zones over here? I don't think so. Maybe market can go up to the next rejection zone of 4,651 range, and if there are no proper orders or if there is no positive news for the gold, then the first chances, I would say, market can take a rejection, break the 4 hours support OB, and then come back to the weekly fib zone plus the weekly support zone over here. This is the both weekly support zone plus the fib zone. So if you take out the fib and draw it over here, you can see this is the fib zone, plus here even though there is no order block, I found a weekly support zone over here. There are a lot of buyers, retail buyers, who would be willing to buy in this area. So from here market can come down, take proper orders, maybe take proper orders from this area, and again it can push back higher. So if you ask me, this is a standard buy zone, I would say, because it's a fib zone plus a support zone. It's a standard buy zone. At the same time, we need to understand that the market has tapped on the weekly order block just one time, just once. This is a weekly order block plus the daily order block zone. In the worst case scenario, you need to have this thought in your mind that in the worst case scenario, maybe if the fib zone breaks, definitely the market would come to the weekly order block as well. What I'm trying to tell you is that be ready for both a huge bullish moment or a huge bearish moment. I know that there are some members or many members who has taken some orders over the top, maybe some areas over here, and you have been waiting since a very long time for the market to go back. Patience is very much required in this area, in this time, I would say. You should see trading as another business. For example, if you are running a restaurant business, or else you are an owner of a multinational corporate, MNC, there is a waiting for everything. Just imagine if you are opening a small shop in your area or in your locality. Sometimes it will take years to get the deposited amount back. So trading is another business like that. For example, if you have invested some amount in your business and sometimes you will have to reinvest more amount in order to run the business. Same like that, trading is also a business like that. You need to keep that in mind. You need to understand that. For the past many months, I would say, market has been rising like anything, weeks. Market has been rising like anything. We were making good profits, but this is a correction time. In this correction time, patience is very much required. What I suggest you to do is stay out of the market. Simply stay out of the market. Whenever I asked you to stay out of the market, market has already given you a crash. Whenever I asked you to stay out of the market, market has given you a crash. There are times when I tell people to stay out of the market and still they enter the market with greed, and that will result in a long time waiting period. Right now it is time to stay out from the market. If you ask me where I'll be taking my entry, I have 3 entries placed, my dear friends. 3 entries. One is at the 4 hours order block zone, which is here. I don't think that this is a very strong order block as of now, even though there are multiple taps and all. If it is going up, happy, no doubt. But if it is coming down, we need to think of both the sides, the bullish and the bearish. So my first entry is over here. If it is going up, I'll get some cash. My second strong entry will be in the weekly support zone area. If it is coming to this area, I can place some other trades so that I'll get some strong entries over here by this area. And the strongest area I would be telling you is that weekly OB plus daily order block support zone, where I'll be pulling in more cash to, if it is reaching here, I'll be pulling in more cash to buy at the zone. So from here I know the market would be technically bullish as well. Also, you have noticed that the war between Iran and US is still happening. The war is not ended yet. Unless and until there is a solution for this crisis, the market will also remain in an uncertainty. Even in India, last day, Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi, when he was speaking about the future of India, they are also concerned. The government, Indian government is also very much concerned about the future, as they are also predicting a huge financial crisis that is going to happen. So by looking into all these ideas, by looking into all these newses, what I see is there will be a temporary downfall in the market, and after the temporary downfall, the market would be a huge bullish, and we can see market at 6,200 range minimum. Learn to diversify your trades, my dear friends. This is just a weekly and daily analysis that I'm giving you. In the coming days, through my audio clips and through the lower time frame analysis, I'll be telling you what will be happening next in the market. I repeat, better to stay out from the market and stay silent until there is a confirmation. Also, in the last week's news, you might have noticed that the President of America, Donald Trump, has taken all the world leaders, all the world business leaders, including Elon Musk, Tim Cook, and all the business people, the CEO of Nvidia. He took everyone to China, all the American companies to China, to place a trade deal or something like that. So if the talks between United States and China becomes positive, you should expect a huge fall in the gold, because it will strengthen the United States dollars, as I mentioned earlier. But if the uncertainty increases, if it is negative, we don't know what is going to coming in the next coming days. Political leaders and these countries, all these people can change their words anytime. If the uncertainty increases, definitely it's a good chance for the gold to rise. Patience is very much required, my dear friends. Currently, it's time to stay out from the market. Spend time with your family. Spend time in your gym. Take care of your health. Read some good books and all. Simply stay out of the market. That's what I suggest right now. I am staying out of the market. I have placed some buy limits at the ranges of 4,505 range, something like this. Second entry zone is 4,395 and the third entry zone is 4,143 range. We need to expect the worst. Looking into the news of the coming days, on Wednesday we have crude oil inventories and FOMC meeting minutes, which could affect gold. On May 21, we have initial jobless claims. So on Wednesday and Thursday, be very cautious while trading. Do not overtrade at this area. It's better to stay out of the market. I mentioned before. Simply stay out of the market. That's it. So this is the news for the coming weeks, my dear friends. Take care, and I'll be updating all the upcoming news and the analysis or the lower time frame analysis in our WhatsApp community plus the personal broadcast channel. Thank you so much and all the best. Everything is going to be fine.